All right, and we are live. Hey, what is up, YouTube boxing family? It's K Rod here. I'm back with another good fight, live stream for you guys today. I will be recapping, doing another live stream on the, this past weekend's fights. Very good load of fights, especially on multiple cards. Josh Taylor versus Catterall. I didn't really care so much about the undercard. The undercard was really trash. Like, the only fight I really liked out of that was Robesi Ramirez and the Eric Donovan fight, and then I liked the female fight. That was a good fight. But all the other fights, I was like, nah, dude. They shouldn't have brought those guys in. But that's the zone for you. Um, the fights itself were just not good. But on the PBC side, it was a damn good load of fights. We had guys like Gary Antoine Russell and Victor Postal, and then Chris Colbert versus Hector Luis Garcia. Oh, and then Jerwin Anjacaz getting his ass beat by Fernando Martinez. Like I said, I will be doing a live stream separate from this, but this is a quick little live stream video to, shed some light on Mr. Joseph Adorno. See, now, for those of you that don't know, Joseph Adorno, he was supposed to fight this upcoming weekend, or this past weekend, last night over at the Caribe Royale down in Orlando, Florida. That was supposed to be a good fight. Unfortunately, things just didn't, come right with him making weight. I believe he was 2 pounds overweight, so he wasn't able to, make weight for the fight. And just out of nowhere, he just, has his fight canceled because he decided not to, come on weight. And I don't hate Joseph. I give him a lot of how should I say, respect for who he is as a fighter. But I'm not gonna sit here and say that he's a very he's a very disingenuous fighter, and he doesn't know how to keep himself disciplined all the time, because he's disciplined in the gym, but he's not disciplined with keeping his weight together. So this fight was supposed to be at 130, and this was supposed to be for the IBO International Super Featherweight title that will elevate Joseph Adorno to a higher level. So I don't understand why he would try to screw up that opportunity, but hopefully in his next opportunity he's able to receive, he can come in on weight and make sure he gets everything taken care of, because I like Joseph Adorno. I think he's a damn good fighter, and I'm gonna support him. Like I support a good mass majority of all the Puerto Rican fighters that that I that I like, and they're dedicated and shit. And that goes for Nestor Bravo, that goes for Orlando Capuz Gonzalez, that goes for Christopher Pitufo Diaz. Every single one of them, man. Jeremy, his brother. Everybody. So, I just wanted to come out here and just say that, this should have been a very easy fight for Joseph to, come in there and dominate his opponent. Iron Alvarez, he's not really that special of a fighter, but I will say, like, he was going to be a good, credible name for Joseph to beat. And if Joseph had came in on weight, he definitely would have had a good, main event. And this guy only been KO'd once by Christian Tapia. He's a good fighter too. That fights on the same division as him. So very good Puerto Rican fighter. And yeah, man. I just find it really weird that Joseph would just not come in, whatchamacallit, come in dedicated. Coming into that fight. But hopefully he can come back, man, because I like him a lot, and I really hope he can, basically make sure he can come back on track and do like what he says he's gonna do. As far as everything else goes, let the rest of the fights that were on the card, really good card, by the way. You had guys like Corey Marksman, which I'm supposed to get it going with him soon in the future. He got I think like a second round or first round TKO victory Good for him. And then this Dominican kid, in which I never introduced myself to him, but I've seen him at the gym. He's a really good fighter. He had his professional debut, Alexi de la Cruz, very good Dominican fighter out of the Dominican Republic. He had I think, a first round KO victory or TKO victory over undefeated Puerto Rican fighter Juan Carlos Montanas Cirillo. Um, that wasn't too much of a fight. Like just by looking at that fight, Alexi did what he had to do, and he definitely took him to school, and he's a good fighter. I think he's going places, but that was a good fight, and I like to see him back. I think he's gonna be the goods at 126, but that's yet to be determined. As far as the other fights go, Joshua LeBron. I don't know who won this fight. I'm not sure how that fight went down, but if Joshua did beat him, that was a good fight of itself, because I wasn't able to catch the replay for this fight, but I want to say from what I heard, he did a good job against Juan Centeno. He was a 6-5-2 guy out of Nicaragua, but yeah, good victory for him if he had beat him. But other than that, I mean, I don't really have that much else to really say about Joseph. I was really looking forward for him to actually fight this past Saturday, and I hope he can come back and do what he does best, because I think for the future of his career. I don't want to say 130 should be his weight he should campaign at. I think Joseph is better fighting at 135. That's just my honest opinion about him. But as far as just how he looks, I think he looks better at 135 rather than him fighting at 130, because I kind of feel like he doesn't even look as strong at 130. And I mean, he has fought at 130 in the past, if I'm not mistaken, but it's not like Joseph has really done anything. How should I say? He hasn't really done that much noise at 130, because every single one of his fights he has been coming in overweight, at least 3 to 4 pounds, if not over five plus pounds over in certain occasions. But I think he really needs to stick with a good weight class that he's comfortable making the weight, because it's like, I'm pretty sure he can make 130, but it's just like you can't, try to force your body into a weight class that that you can't do well in. So, I'm just keeping it real, just as a fan of Joseph Adorno, and just by looking at the frame of his, physique, he looks a lot better at 135 rather than coming in at 130. But it's like, I think he should definitely go back, go back up to 135. I think 135 is his weight, and I think he just needs to have like a good nutritionist. He needs to stop trying to be undisciplined at times, and trying to eat all this unnecessary junk, like the day before a weigh-in, from what I hear, because it's like, according, well, I'll just say, as far as his team that he has, the trainer that he's with, Nelson Rodriguez makes sure every single fighter is on weight, and Joseph Adorno is the only fighter out of that entire stable that has ever came in overweight for any of his fights. So I just think Joseph Adorno, he needs to stop fooling around. He needs to get back into the gym, be focused, and I'd like to see you back in the ring very soon, so that way you can continue with your career and do what you got to do. Because I'm really pulling for Joseph, man. I think Joseph, he's that guy to definitely make some noise in whatever division he can campaign at. But it's like, if you're not going to be making weight properly, it's like, dude, like, you gotta, really, sit down and take a look at yourself in the mirror, man, because you can't be a fighter, being undisciplined and not dedicated to the sport. And I mean, I'm only just saying that because it's like, I can relate to that, back in my days in wrestling, but it's like I made sure that I came in on weight, but I was like wrestling at like 220 and 285, but it's like, I know I could bring my body back down to 215 because I'm not a natural heavy set heavyweight, but it's like when you have some weight cut issues and you understand that your body's not able to make the weight, then you have to listen to your body. But for cases like, as let's just say guys that are fighting at the bigger weights, they know they can cut. Trying to go beyond that level to fight at a weight that they're not comfortable fighting at, then you put your life and career in jeopardy because you're fighting at an unnatural weight class that you're not built to fight at. So, like my closing statement on this is that Joseph Adorno, very great fighter, very, very good boxer puncher, I will say, that knows how to move around in the ring and give guys trouble, but it's like he really has to focus on his weight cut. He has to be more dedicated. He cannot be doing all this dumb shit and just leaving himself wide open to just come around and just miss weight, like on the scale. So yeah, that's pretty much like my closing thoughts, man. I was, heavily looking forward to seeing him fight. I heard that there was a lot of people there at the venue, and yeah, guys like Nestor Bravo, Orlando Capo Gonzalez, Christopher Pitufo Diaz. Everybody was there, so I really hope that Joseph can make his return very soon, and he can do what he has to do. So yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. I'll be coming back very soon to recap everything from this past weekend's fight. I'll be talking about the Queen, Brianna Rios. She had a good victory once again over Unique Harris in the rematch. So congratulations to Miss Brianna Rios, and congratulations to who else? Who else fought on the card? Uh, hmm. I forgot that other guy's name, but there was another fight that went down. I think it was Mo Williams, but that was on a different card. I forgot what card he fought on, but he fought on Fight TV and he got like I think like a first round, a second round KO victory. But that was a good fight. Ashton Silve, he fought out in California. He got a good TKO victory over his opponent. He was like some Brazilian fighter. So, congratulations to him. I'll be doing a video on him, and I'll be covering more on him and his career. And as far as the other fights, yeah, congratulations to Gary Antoine Russell and Hector Garcia upsetting Chris Colbert. That was a good fight. And yeah, I mean, the fights are going on now with Lorenzo Colli. So yeah, good fights. I was happy to see those. So I'll be recapping them very soon. So be on the lookout, and I'll see you guys soon.